It's my TikToker, SheilaTruelove here with you. And have you realized, like, the older you get, it's harder and harder to maintain friendships? Because I was just listening to a female here on TikTok, and this is what she's experiencing now. Tell me, can you identify with her on this? Let me just try it.
Hurts when you look around and realize people you thought freaking hurts. When you look around and realize people you thought were your friends aren't your fucking friends. So let me tell you about my moment. So I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Last 4 months I've been horribly fucking depressed. Like the most depressed I've been in years. I didn't leave the house. I packed on a shitload of weight. I moved about 15 minutes outside of like the heart of Denver. And I didn't realize like just that little 15-minute drive would isolate me so fucking much. Like I just, it is what it is, you know? Well, I reach out to my friend group and, I see on their Instagram all the time, like they're doing things without me. I'm never getting invited. And in my head, I'm like, fuck me, like 15 minutes isn't that far. Like maybe they just like don't like me anymore. And so I like, I was like, I'm really not doing okay. Can you guys like bring me in more? Like, I don't live that far. Like, I can touch an Uber, like, please. And then I'm sitting there in my head, like, why am I begging people to hang out with me? Like, Morgan, what the fuck? But like I was in such a bad spot that it was just like it was better than being alone. So then they're like, "Yeah, lady girl." Well, I had to initiate. I invited one of my like girlfriends in that group to like meet me out for drinks, and it was like the first time I'd been out and seen people in like a month and a half. And so I'm talking to her, and I was like, "Hey, listen, like I'm like really not doing okay. Here's what's going on, and like I just needed to talk." And she's like, mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, so if you guys could like bring me in more, like I'd really like that. Like you guys are my friends. She's like, yeah, no problem. And then like right after she says that, she starts telling me about how they all booked a trip together. And she's telling me about like the intricacies of this trip and all these things they're gonna do. Because I'm actively not invited. And I'm just sitting there like clenching my drink, like, this is so fucking hard to hear right now. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Like I've asked you guys numerous times to like bring me in more, and you're sitting here after I just poured my heart out to you, and you're telling me about a trip you guys are all going on, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be so much fun. And so I just was like, I close out, I go home, sob the entire way home. I'm so fucking sad. And so then I reach out to her, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna be so honest with you, like that really hurt my feelings. Like I actually told you like how alone I feel and how I would pray you guys would like bring me in, and you just sat there and like just talked about how I'm actually not invited to another thing. She's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel like that. Well, fast forward 6 weeks. I get a text from her. Haven't heard from anyone. Absolute fucking crickets. I get a text from her. She's like, sorry, I just had like seasonal depression, and I just need to like, I had to focus on myself. And like talking to you gave me a lot of anxiety. But if you want to meet up and chat, we can do that now. And I'm like, you didn't give a fuck about my depression, how bad I was doing. You let me go 6 weeks without hearing from you, and now you just want to pop back up. You're not my friends. You know what fucking hurts when you look.
That's terrible. So what I usually do, well, I have the same friends that I've had for 16 years. That's Teresa, Samara Amparo, Amparo, and I have Anna. These are women that I've had since I was 16. You know what I mean? And I recently met a new friend who we've been friends for like 5 years, and we're terrific. But what I usually do when I meet people is I just stop texting and see how that goes. And if they don't miss me or try to text me back, I'm not chasing after anyone. But like she said, she doesn't like that feeling of being alone. I have 3 jobs, as you know. I have hobbies. I have projects that I'm working on. I have so many interests that I rarely get bored. And if I get bored and I'm in the mood for company, I know how to call my Uber or my Lyft, take myself to a fellowship meeting, and then I have my women Bible study group. I have my ministry group here on Zoom. And when I get really sick of it all, I just hop on the freaking a Greyhound bus and head right to my girlfriend's house. No problem, because trying to make new friends, it's hard as you get older, because we used to meet people when we were in school, in class, and that made it easier. But what I suggest is that you find people, and then you're trying to find people who have the same morals and values and interests as you. That don't really make it that much easier. Most of the people that I've come across, everybody's a alcoholic. They drink every day or every other day, even so-called Christians. And me, I had to like fall back from that. And if you're not smoking THC, weed, dope, whatever, crystal meth, crack, sniffing coke. I mean, come on. No, no. I'd rather, just fly solo and focus on my projects and make money and build myself up spiritually. Because, honey, the things that are out here now, if you've had friends in your life from when you were younger, hang on to those friends. Because trying to find decent friends this day and age, all I can say to you, sweetheart, good luck.